Hey, today I have something really fun and really important to teach you. Now, at first, it may not seem like a lot of fun, but I promise once we're done with this lesson, you'll understand exactly how much fun it could really be. Are you ready? Great. So today we'll be talking about counting. Counting blocks. Now, I chose blocks because they're pretty easy to deal with and handle, and they're pretty fun to put together. So, to start out the lesson, I'm going to just write on the whiteboard, and you guys will listen at first and then join me a bit later. Okay? Great. Now, let's say I have, let's say I have 5 blocks. I draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many blocks was that again? 5 exactly. I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. That's how many blocks I had on the whiteboard. Perfect. You guys catch on really quickly. I think we're ready to move on to the next. I've got these blocks for you guys. And again, I'll show you a bit at first, but then later on, I'll give you your own sets and you can join along with me and we'll do it together. Okay? Great, let's start. Now I will be using the plastic blocks now. So let's say I took out this many blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, let's count along. Let's count it again. I had 1 all together now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I had 8 blocks, right? Great. Good job, you guys. I had 8 blocks. Now, thinking about blocks probably isn't as fun, but once you learn how to count blocks, a whole world of possibilities open up to you. If you can count blocks, that means you can count fun things like your toys or cookies or candy or anything like that that you enjoy. You can even count how many friends you have or how many siblings or brothers and sisters you have. Being able to count really gives you a lot of freedom, and it really helps everybody out in life. So it's a really important skill to know. Now, we're all gonna, as I said earlier, we're all going to do it together. So I'll hand you out your blocks, and I still have mine, and we'll count together now. So let's all line up. I'll try to line up as best as I can on here. Let's all line up this many. Count with me now and line up with me, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's not a very good block, but it'll do for now, I suppose. So now we have 10 blocks in front of us. But like I mentioned before, once you learn to count blocks, you can learn to count plenty other things too. So instead of blocks, why don't we pretend that our blocks are something more fun? Why don't we pretend our blocks are delicious chocolate chip cookies? So let's use our imaginations. Let's do it again. We have 1 cookie, 2 cookies, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 10 delicious chocolate chip cookies. Yum. Now let's say we were having a birthday party and you wanted to give every single one of your friends a chocolate chip cookie. But the thing is that you have 14 friends, so that means you will need 14 cookies. So let's say I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have added more cookies. We made more cookies, so we can give a cookie to each of your 14 friends, right? Okay. Now, let's count it with me to see how many cookies we have now, to see if we have enough to feed our friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. How many cookies do we have now? 14. Do you think that'll be enough to feed our 14 friends? You do? You would be correct. It is enough to feed our 14 friends. But let's say that 2 of your friends couldn't come to your party. Let's say 2 of your friends got sick. So that means you won't need all 14 cookies to give to 14 friends because they won't be there. Maybe you can save them for them later and give it to them at school once they feel better. But since they won't be at the party, that means you only need 12 cookies at your party, right? Because you only have 12 friends there. So let's say that, because now you only need 12 cookies, because you only have 12 friends. So how many cookies will you be giving out to your friends now? Come on, let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Exactly. So we counted to what? 12, yes. So that means we have how many cookies? 12, exactly. We have 12 cookies. So, but cookies aren't the only things. That means you also needed 12 invitations to give out. So let's pretend that our blocks are no longer cookies. Let's pretend our blocks are now invitations to give to our friends. So we have 1, 2. I think you guys can get it from here. You can count. Okay, so now we have set up the invitations we need to send out to all your friends. Let's count them just to make sure. Oops. Just to make sure we have the right amount of invitations to send to your friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 invitations to send to your 12 friends who will be coming to your party. So we counted out 12 invitations. Very good. I think you guys are all set to work by yourselves for a bit.